Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shen, a.k.a. coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. You know, home of the first state capital of Missouri, that is, back in 1821 to 1826. You know, today's Friday, January the 20th, 2023. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Crystal Bird, Kim Schulte, and Tina Bird. The Tina Bird and Crystal Bird are the twin birds. They are. They're not identical twins, they're fraternal twins. But they are both girls. Yes, they are. Yes, yes, they are. And Kim Schulte, she's a youngster that used to run around with the It was my friend's kid sister, so we can't forget her out there. So without further ado, we're going to have a birthday song for the three of you. I said, hey Tina, hey Crystal, hey Tim, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Oh, hey, yeah. I'm going to say a happy birthday. I'm say, you know, you're older today, so a happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Tina. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Kim. Hey, I heard it's birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Day today. It's your happy birthday day today. Wah, wah, wah. All right, we got our Shin Show fans out there. Yes, sir, we do. Martin Kelly, a.k.a. Smiley, Doug Bellbell, a.k.a. Steve Clary, Sherry Williams Devine, Diana Gray, Richie Humarito, Savann Murphy Beason, Jamie O'Driscoll, Darla Gilmore Teply, sorry, Ginger Mullins, and my Pokey pal, Amanda S. Little. I'm sure my mom's in there. She was in the Bible Briscoe backup. She's been reading the Bible with Briscoe here lately. You know, that's a good thing to do. Anytime you get a chance to, if you want to listen to something, just pop back up and listen to the Bible. Listen back, just go. It's not long. It's only about 12, 13 minutes a day. It's no more than 15 minutes a day. And it's always good information because why? It's the Bible. That's what it is. So, the Bible with Briscoe 2023. And if you get into it right now and binge listen, binge watch, whatever you want to call it, we're only on day 20. So, just catch on up and be caught up with us and get a little bit of the Bible each and every day of the week. I'm sorry, yeah, each and every day of the week for each and every day of the year. So that by the end of the year, you'll have the whole Bible read to you. Alrighty, today's weather forecast is cold, cold, and more cold. It's 37 degrees out there was the high for the day, and I didn't even go out. I was like, too cold for me. It's about 34 out there now, and well, that's about where it's at. 34 degrees. 34 degrees. Close your doors. All right, it's gonna be 22 tonight though. No, what do you know? There. All right, yeah, some passing clouds later on tonight. Low temperatures of 22 degrees Fahrenheit with winds from west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 22, man, if that ain't cold. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yep, it's cold enough for me. Too cold for me. Anyway, we got a mixture of clouds and sunshine in the morning. Saturday, that is. In the morning, followed by cloudy skies during the afternoon. High temperatures of 43 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds light and variable, meaning not blowing hard at all, south to east at about 6 miles per hour. And then we got rain showers in the evening with precipitation turning into a mixture of rain and snow overnight. Low temperatures are going to be around 30 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable, east to northeast, east to northeast at about 4 miles per hour. Chances of rain precipitation 50%. And then for Sunday, January the 22nd, the 22nd day of January. Cloudy skies with a few flurries or snow showers possible, and high temperatures around 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then cloudy skies overnight, cloudy skies early, followed by partially clearing overnight. Low temperatures near 25 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Monday, January 2, somebody sent me an going here. Whoa, come back. Well, somebody just sent me an email, a message. Anyway, where am I? January 22. Yeah, early partially sky. Yep. Sunday. I think we've done Sunday. Cloudy skies with a few snow flurries. Sweep possible. Highs around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then, cloudy skies overnight. Yeah, early and then followed by partly clearing overnight. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's do Monday, January the 23rd. Intervals of clouds and sunshine with high temperatures of 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy skies are available. Low temperatures will be 27 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds will be light and variable, southwest at about 4 miles per hour. And then for Tuesday, hey Siri, read my messages. No. Okay. Overcast skies overnight. High temperatures 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Watching a potential winter storm with rain and snow in the evening, becoming all snow later on at night. Low temperatures of 29 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of precipitation 90%, 3 to 5 inches of snow. Oh no, we don't want to know it. We don't want to see it. We don't want to have it. Not on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, our final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Snow during the morning will give way to lingering snow showers during the afternoon. High temperatures near 35 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northwest at 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 miles per hour. Hopefully it'll blow it all off. But its temperatures are going to be compacting temperatures. So that'll sink that snow in nice and tight and hard. Snow during the morning. Yep. Ouch. Anyway, cloudy skies overnight, lows near 25 degrees Fahrenheit, winds west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that was your Wednesday, January 25th forecast. Final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. That was my phone saying I could update my password now, which is really good because it keeps locking me up and I don't want to be locked up. So I have to go to apple.com or something. I don't know how to do it, but we'll get there. We'll get there one of these days. One of these days, and it won't be long. I'll be singing my song. One of these days, one of these days, one of these days. There'll be heaven in heaven, there'll be heaven on earth, there'll be heaven on heaven, heaven. Way to the words. Song lyrics, Long Black Train. Song could be. There's a long black train coming down the line, beating off the souls of the that are lost and crying. Rolls and rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the skies. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There's a protection, and there's peace the same. Burning your ticket for that long black train. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Calling to the Father in His holy name. And don't go riding on that long black train. Well, there's an engineer on that long black train, making you wonder if your ride is worth paying. He's just waiting on your heart to say, let me ride on that long black train. But you know there's victory in the Lord, victory in the Lord, I say. Don't cling to the Father in His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Well, I can hear that whistle from a mile away. Sounds so good, but I must stay away. Well, that train is a beauty, making everybody stare. But its only destination is the middle of nowhere. But there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. And don't go riding on that old black train. I said, cling to the Father and His holy name. And don't go riding on that long black train. Yes, watch out, brother, for that long black train. The devil is a driving that long black train. I do song lyrics. Song lyrics, Your Man. They just do this, and it's another Josh Turner. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Listen to the music that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite as strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. There's no hurry, don't you worry. We can take our time. Come a little closer, let's go over what's all I had on in mind. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. I said, ain't nobody ever loved nobody the way that I love you. We're all alone and you don't know how long I've wanted to lock the doors and turn the lights down low. Put on some music that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling that's quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. I said I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. There you go. Sorry, I just had to do it. Had to. Headed it, headed it, did. Alright. Hey, how about a story? Hey kids, how about a story time for the kids with TV Grandpa? Little short story. Yeah, little short story with the kids. Hullabaloo. Hullabaloo was a bear and he was in the woods. Hullabaloo was a bear and he lived in the woods. He was a big fat bear and he was up to no good. Hullabaloo, he was a bear and he lived in the woods. A pokey pokey little pirate. A pokey pokey little pirate. There was a pirate with a chicken on his head. Pokey pokey little pirate. Trying to find the chicken. The little chicken. You know the little chicken one. Little red hen. Or the little red hen. The little red hen lived in the barnyard, and uh, she spent almost all of her time walking about in the barnyard in her piggity fashion, scratching everywhere for fat worms. Well, she dearly loved fat, delicious worms and felt that they were absolutely necessary to the health of her children. And as often as she found a worm, she would call cluck, 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 to her chicks. And when they were gathered about her, she would distribute choice morsels of her tiny tidbit. The busy little body was she. Now, a cat usually napped lazily in the barnyard, not even bothering herself to scare the rat away, who ran uh, here and there as he pleased. And as for the pig, who lived in the sky or in the sty, he didn't care what happened so long as he couldn't eat and he could as long as he could eat and grow fat. Now one day the little red hen found a seed. Now it was a wheat seed, but the little red hen was so accustomed to big bugs and worms that she supposed that this to be some sort of a new and perhaps very delicious kind of meat. She bit it gently and found that it resembled a worm in no way whatsoever as to taste, although because it was long and slender, a little red hen might easily be fooled by its appearance. Now, carrying it about, she made many inquiries as to what it might be. She found it was a wheat seed, and that it, if planted, it would grow up, and when ripe, it could be made into flour and then into bread. Well, sounded like a plan to her. So when she discovered that she knew it ought to be planted, and she was so busy hunting food for herself and her family that naturally she thought she ought to take time to plant it. And so she did. So she thought of the pig, upon whom time must hang heavily, and of the cat, who had nothing to do, and of the great or fat rat, with his idle hours. And she called loudly, "Who will plant the seed?" But the big pig said, "Not I." And the cat said, "Not I." And the rat said, "Not I." And well then, said the little red hen, "I will do it myself." And she did. And then she went on with her daily duties throughout the long summer days, scratching for worms and feeding her chickens. And while the pig was growing fat, and the cat grew fat, and the rat grew fat, and the wheat grew tall and ready for harvest. And so one day the little red hen she chanced to notice how large the wheat was, and that the grain was ripe. And so she ran about calling briskly, "Who will cut the wheat? Who will cut the wheat?" The pig said, "Not I." Cat said, "Not I." And the rat said, "Not I." "Well then," said the little red hen, I will. And she did. So she got that sickle from amongst the farmer's tools in the barn, and she proceeded to cut all by herself on all of the big plant of wheat. Now then, on the ground lay the nicely cut wheat, ready to be gathered and thrashed. But the newest and yellowest and downiest of Mrs. Hen's chicks set up a peep 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 competition in their mouths most vigorous fashion, proclaiming the whole world at large, but most particularly to their mother, that she was neglecting them. Oh, the poor little red hen! She felt quite bewildered and hardly knew where to turn. Her attention was sorely divided between her duty of her chickens, and her duty to the wheat, for which she felt responsible. And so again, in a very helpful tone, she called out, "Who will thrash the wheat?" But the pig said, "Not I." And with a grunt, and the cat said, "Meow, not I." And the rat said, "Squeak, squeak, 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 not I." Can't squeak no more. I used to could do a very good uh, voices, but I can't do voices anymore apparently. And so the little red hen, looking, it must be admitted, rather discouraged, she said, "Well, then I will do it then." And she did. Of course, she had to feed her babies first, and though uh, and when she had gotten them all to sleep for their afternoon naps, she went out and she thrashed the wheat, and then she called out, "Who will carry the wheat to the mill to be ground?" Turning their backs with snippy glee, the pig said, "Not I," and the cat said, "Not I," and the rat said, "Not I." And so the good little red hen could do nothing but say, "I will do it then." And she did. Carrying the sacks of wheat, she trudged off in the distant mill, and there she ordered the wheat ground into beautiful white flour. And mm, when the miller brought her the flour, she walked slowly back all the way to her own barnyard in her own pickety pickety fashion. She even managed, in spite of her load, to catch a nice juicy worm now and then, and had one left over for the babies when she reached them. Now those cunning little fluff balls were so glad to see their mother for the first time they really appreciated her. And after this really strenuous day, Mrs. Hen retired to her slumbers earlier than usual. Indeed, before the color came into the sky to herald the setting of the sun, her usual bedtime hour. And so she would have liked to sleep late in the morning, but her chicks, joining in the morning chorus of the hen yard, drove away all hopes of such luxury. And even as sleepy as she was, half eye open, half one eye open, halfway, one eye all the way open, and the thought came to her that today the wheat must somehow be made into bread, and she was not in the habit of making bread, although, of course, anyone can make it if he or she follows the recipe with care, and she knew perfectly well that she could do it if necessary. And so, after her children were fed and made sweet and fresh for the day, she hunted up the pig and the cat and the rat, and still confident that they would surely help her some day, she sang out, "Who will make the bread?" Alas, the little red hen. Alas, for the little red hen. Once more her hopes were dashed. For the pig said, "Not I." The cat said, "Not I." And the rat said, "Not I." And so the little red hen said once more, "I will do it then." And she did. Feeling that she might have known all the time that she would have to do it all herself, she went and she put on a fresh apron and spotless cook's cap. And first of all, she sat the dough as was proper. And when it was time, she brought out the molding board and the baking tins, molded the bread, divided it into loaves, and put them into the oven to bake. And all the while the cat sat lazily by, giggling and chuckling. And close to at hand, the vain rat powdered his nose, and admired himself in a mirror. And in the distance could be heard the long drawn snores of the low dozing pig. Now at last the great moment arrived, and delicious odor was wafted upon the autumn breeze. Everywhere in the barnyard citizens sniffed the air and with delight, and the red hen ambled in her pickety way towards the source of all this excitement. And although she appeared to be perfectly calm, in reality she could only with difficulty restrain the impulse of to dance and sing. For had she not done all the work on this wonderful bread, small wonder that she was the most excited person in the barnyard. And she did not know whether the bread would be fit to eat. But joy of joys, when the lovely brown loaves came out of the oven, they were done to perfection. Then, probably because she had acquired the habit, the red hen called out, "Who will eat the bread?" And all the animals in the barnyard were watching hungrily and smacking their lips in anticipation. And the pig said, "I will." And the cat said, "I will." And the rat said, "I will." But the little red hen said, "Oh, no, you won't. Not at all. I will, because you didn't help make it, so you don't get to help eat it." And that was the little red hen. Now we're going to do the daily bread portion of the program, which is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. 2023, that is. The Bible with Briscoe 2023. The Bible with Briscoe 2023 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 will be uh, Genesis 49 through 50 and Matthew 13, 31 through 58. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2023 for today. And as always, it's a daily reading of the Bible to make it throughout the year. Amen. Amen. Love like blazing fire. Love like blazing fire. Well, Song of Songs 8, 5 through 7. Love like a blazing fire. A ring of fire goes higher. Oh, here we go. Song of Solomon 8, 5 through 7. Love the blaze like blazing fire. Who is this consuming? Who is this coming up from the wilderness, leaning on her beloved? Under the apple tree I roused you. There your mother conceived you. There she who was in labor gave you birth. Please place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm. For love is as strong as death. Its journey unyielding as the grave. It burns like blazing fire, like a mighty flame. Yes, like a mighty flame. Many waters cannot quench love, and rivers cannot sweep it out. And if one were to give all the wealth of one's heart for love, or one's house for love, it would be utterly scorned. And so there you have it. That was Song of Solomon, 8, 8, 5 through 7. Yeah. Alrighty then. Hey, that's the daily bread portion of the program. That's the whole show. The end of the show. Got one more song for you. Goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shindo Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shin Show. And as always, God loves you. And so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, God willing, we'll be here. And we hope that you are too. All right. Love you. God bless you. Have a great night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll be here again. I'll be here. Bye bye.